Well, here we are. It's that time of year again. Summer vacations are winding down and that back-to-school shopping is ramping up.
As students make their way back to the classroom, their mental health will once again be a focus. Our Sam Rogers joins us now to explain why students aren't the only people in the school community who need support when it comes to mental health. Hey, Sam.
Hey, Sammy and Brian. Well, there's no question the COVID-19 pandemic affected Maine students' mental health. So now school staff members across the state are paying closer attention, making sure their kids are the best version of themselves. But something we don't always think about, the mental health of teachers and other staff members. Well, we're about to hear firsthand the challenges they face in the classroom and learn why, after a long school year, it's all worth it.
On a day that could have been spent at the beach, these educators are getting, well, educated.
So right now we have our annual meeting with new teachers.
While these lockers have been empty since June, the hallways and classrooms haven't.
The first 2 weeks of the summer I was in training. The third week of summer I went and visited my family, and then after that I've just been working away.
I think the reality for teachers is that summer is not off.
Jake Langless is the superintendent of Lewiston Public Schools, preparing his teachers for the school year, academically and mentally.
And so one of the things we try to stress is making sure you maintain a healthy lifestyle.
Talking about it is relatively new.
Jay Rich is a multilingual teacher in the district and is also the president of the Lewiston Education Association.
I have wanted to be a teacher since I was 5. I remember telling that to my mom.
But no one, including Rich, could have predicted what schools would look like during the pandemic.
I do know a lot of teachers had burnout.
Rich says teachers are like sponges, absorbing daily challenges in the classroom.
And they also have, trauma in their own lives and hurt in their own lives, and they still show up to school every day to teach.
Our energy can wear thin, and that's when we can really have a hard time managing that toxic level of stress that can be put on teachers.
So as that stress collects day after day, it's important to wring it out like a sponge.
But if I can take that, 5-10 seconds just to take some deep breaths, then I feel like that energy in the classroom is able to calm down.
Being the best version of you, that's not just the advice Langless gives to his staff in Lewiston, but the advice school counselors give to their students. Scott Harris is a placement counselor for Scarborough High School, helping students succeed after graduation and helping them socially.
How do we build that belonging and that togetherness that we had before the pandemic?
Dr. Rebecca Edelman is a counselor educator at Husson University, watching firsthand as the pandemic disrupted campus life.
They miss those social interactions, they miss the community building.
Unless you're in a school day after day, you may not realize teachers, principals, counselors all have their own battles.
The more money that we're putting into mental health, I think is only going to be more beneficial for us in the end, and I think it's a good investment in our community.
Langless sharing another way for teachers to focus on their mental health.
Find those moments in the day where you can just kind of pause yourself as an adult to say, this is a beautiful thing, what I'm doing, that I'm impacting all these kids' lives, and harness those moments when you can.
It can be as simple as watching a student make friends or pick up a concept in the classroom.
I love seeing students where they start in September and where they end up in June.
It's such a hard job as an educator. It's also the most rewarding thing in the world when a kid pops up when you never expect it to say, thank you for what you did for me.
A simple thank you could be all it takes to make a teacher's day or year.
So the teacher you heard from, Jay Rich, says there has been good progress in her district when it comes to supporting staff with mental health resources. Now she's hopeful more funding and more legislation will help support those programs statewide, adding it's only going to be more beneficial for communities across Maine. Sam Rogers, News Center, Maine.